Hello students, today we will study the glands which are associated with male reproductive system. These glands are called as male accessory gland. These are the male accessory gland. Last time we have seen the introduction of this male reproductive system. This is the testis where the production of sperms takes place with the help of process spermatogenesis. After formation of sperms or the millions of sperms, they are transferred to the epididymis. Epididymis is the storage house, and it provides this epididymis provides the temporary house for the sperms, that the sperm becomes strong and healthy inside the epididymis, and during ejaculation they get transferred through this tube is called as vas deferens. Vas deferens is the sperm transporting tube. Both the vas deferens are unite to form a urethra. Urethra means it is a common duct which is purely means for the both urine and semen. That's why it is called as urinogenital duct. And this urethra opens at the tip of penis. The tip of penis have a opening. That opening is called as urethral orifice. Urethral orifice through which urine or semen get out or eject out. Now this urethra is runs through the whole penis. It is the muscular organ. Penis is the external genital organ of the male. This urethra is urethra or the particular common duct which is present inside the penis. Okay, this penis is elongated cylindrical structure which is made up of the erectile tissues, or we can say the certain spaces are present which are filled with the blood during the sexual intercourse. Okay, means penile erection takes place. Now this particular tip of the penis is called as glans penis, which is covered by the loose skin of retractile or the loose fold of retractile skin. Means that glans penis is covered by the fold of skin which is retractile in nature. Now see, three glands are associated with the male reproductive system. First one is the seminal vesicle. Second one is the prostate gland, and third one is the Cowper's gland. Seminal vesicle are the paired gland which opens through this prostate gland with the help of ejaculatory duct. This is the ejaculatory duct. Means suppose this is the gland which opens into duct is called as ejaculatory duct. This particular duct is called as ejaculatory duct, ED, ejaculatory duct. Now this ejaculatory duct combines means unite to form a common passage, that is the urethra. Here is the single gland, that is the prostate gland, which secretes the prostatic fluid. Again this Cowper gland is present on the either side of urethra. Now these three glands, the first one we will see this seminal vesicle. Now this seminal vesicle is the pair gland. It is the lying posterior side of the urinary bladder, means lying on posterior side of the urinary bladder, and this gland secretes a alkaline seminal fluid. Means secretion of this seminal vesicle is called as seminal fluid, and this seminal fluid is alkaline fluid. That's why sperm easily survive inside the semen. This alkaline fluid contains, or seminal fluid contains, three content, that is the fructose, fibrinogen and prostaglandin. Now see this fructose provides the energy to the sperm, for what? For the movement of the sperm. Okay, means sperm getting the energy from the fructose which is present inside the seminal fluid. Okay, second one is the fibrinogen. It coagulates the semen. Okay, means that semen remains in the mass during the ejaculation. It is due to the coagulation of semen, or the mass of semen is due to this fibrinogen. Okay, third content is, that is the prostaglandin. This prostaglandin stimulates reverse peristalsis in vagina and uterus, and that's why the contraction and relaxation of vagina and uterus, it helps in the driving force to the, means it provides the driving force to the sperm, that sperm get moved towards the egg in the female genital tract or female reproductive tract. Okay, therefore this prostaglandin helps in the contraction and relaxation of that female reproductive tract, which helps in the driving of sperms towards the female gamete or the egg towards the egg. Okay. Now this particular gland called as seminal vesicle, it contributes the 60%, means the particular seminal fluid is the 60% of total volume of semen. मीन्स सिमेनमध्ये जेवढं काही सिमेन आहे, टोटल वॉल्यूम ऑफ सिमेन जे आहे, ज्याच्यामध्ये 60% सिमेन कोण कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट करते? सेमिनल वेसिकल. सेकंड ग्लँड इज प्रोस्टेट ग्लँड. Prostate gland, it is the larger one. This is the prostate, this is the larger one. It is a single gland and it is multilobular, means it is made up of many lobes, near about 20 to 30 lobes. It is made up of 20 to 30 lobes, and it is located just below the urinary bladder. Location is just, it is located just below the urinary bladder. It secretes a milky white fluid which is slightly acidic, is called as prostatic fluid. Secretion of prostate gland is called as prostatic secretion, and it is slightly acidic, it is milky and whitish secretion. Okay, now this fluid contains citric acid. This prostatic fluid contains citric acid, acid phosphatase, and various other enzymes. Okay, now this acid phosphatase protects the sperm from acidic environment of vagina. Okay, means this acid phosphatase which is present in the semen or the prostatic fluid protects the sperm from the acidic environment of the vagina, because this female genital tract or vagina remains the acidic, means internal environment of the vagina remains acidic. That's why acidity of that vagina is removed or the neutralized by this acid phosphatase. Okay, next third gland is, that is the Cowper's gland. This Cowper's gland is also called as bulbourethral gland, and it is small paired gland. It is paired gland, means there are two glands and situated on either side of the urethra, means on both sides of urethra, and it secretes alkaline fluid. Okay, seminal vesicle, it is the alkaline. Secretion of Cowper gland, it is alkaline. Prostatic fluid, it is slightly acidic. Now see, it secretes alkaline viscous mucus. It is mucus, means it is mucus always remains a slightly viscous fluid which acts like a lubricant. Now secretion of this Cowper gland is nothing but it is the viscous fluid. It is like a mucus and it acts as a lubricant during the copulation. Copulation means what? It is the sexual intercourse between male and female. During the sexual intercourse, the easy penetration of penis into vagina takes place. It is due to this secretion of this gland, that is the lubricant, mucus like secretion. Okay, means all these three glands produce the secretion of all these glands are called as semen. Okay, semen means secretion of male accessory glands is called as semen. Now what is semen? Semen, it is the secretion of these three accessory reproductive glands and secretion of epididymis. Okay, now see what is semen. Semen we'll see semen. It is the secretion of all male accessory glands. Male accessory glands means seminal vesicle, prostate gland and Cowper's gland. Again there is a secretion of epididymis. Okay, secretion of epididymis. Now this semen is viscous, alkaline and milky fluid. It is viscous, alkaline and milky fluid, and the pH of this semen is 7.2 to 7.7. It is a slightly alkaline. Semen is slightly alkaline, and due to this alkaline nature of semen, the sperm remains survive inside this semen. Okay, now semen is the secretion of all accessory glands and secretion of epididymis plus sperms. All the sperms which are present in a liquid medium, that is the semen. Semen म्हणजे काय, दोघाचं मिश्रण. It is the mixing of number of sperms, millions of sperms, and secretion of these glands and secretion of epididymis. Okay, this secretion is, semen is viscous, alkaline. Nature of the semen is alkaline, and pH is 7.2 to 7.7, and fluid looks like a milky fluid. Okay, now this is the pH. Then a single ejaculation means what? Means at a single time the secretion is secreted normally 2.5 to 4 ml semen is secreted or is ejaculated. Semen is ejaculated during single ejaculation. Okay, means in a single ejaculation near about 2.5 to 4 ml semen is thrown out of the penis. Okay, now 2.5 to 4 ml in a single ejaculation, 2.5 to 4 ml semen is ejaculated into vagina. Okay, during sexual intercourse or during copulation. Now this 2.5 to 4 ml semen contains near about 400 million cells. 400 million sperm cells. 400 million sperm cells. Okay, means this particular single ejaculation semen contains near about 400 million sperm cells. 400 million sperm cells, and this semen contains number of secretions or the particular content. It contains we can say fructose. This semen contains fructose, again fibrinogen, again calcium ion, bicarbonate ion, and prostaglandins. Means semen contains fructose. Okay, this fructose provides the energy to the sperm. This fructose provides the energy for the movement of sperms. Fibrinogen, it helps in the coagulation of semen. Calcium and bicarbonate, it maintains the it maintains the alkalinity. Prostaglandins, it helps in the reverse peristalsis of vagina and uterus. All these content are present in the semen. Okay. Now this is regarding the semen. Now we'll see the external genital organs. External genital organs means what? There are two organs or the structures which is called as external genitalia. External genitalia. The first one is, that is the penis, and second one is, that is the scrotum. Okay, the first we will see first, that is the penis. Okay, now this penis is called as male external genital organ. Male external genital organ. It is columnar, or we can say it is long and cylindrical. And it is made up of three types of erectile tissues. Okay, three types of erectile tissues. Male external genital organ, it is long and cylindrical. It is made up of three types of erectile tissues. Okay, and tip of this penis is called as glans penis. Okay, now this penis get erected during the sexual desire. It is due to the entering of blood into the blood sinuses which are present in the erectile tissues. That's why that penis becomes erected, that becomes tight. Okay, and that full erection is due to the blood circulation inside the penis. Whatever the blood sinuses are present in the erectile tissue, that is filled with blood, and that's why that penis becomes erected. Okay. Now if suppose this penis, if we take the TS of penis. Okay. Now TS of penis, we'll see the three masses of erectile tissues. The first one, posterolateral. Okay, posterolateral masses, two masses which are in pair, and third mass is median mass. Is the third mass. Okay, these three masses of erectile tissues constitute a penis, which is the muscular organ. Okay, it is the long, cylindrical and muscular. It is made up of muscles. It is made up of three types of erectile tissues. Upper two pairs are called as corpora cavernosa, and lower median mass is called as corpus spongiosum. Okay, this is the penis, TS of penis. It's called as TS of penis. Now in a lateral view we'll see, in lateral view, the tip of penis is called as glans penis. Okay, this is the glans penis. This is the glans penis. Okay, tip of penis, and is the urethral orifice. Okay, urethral orifice, and this is the glans penis. Now see, these two pairs are present here, and lower median. Now see, this is the lower median part, that is the corpus spongiosum. get extended towards the tip and it forms a glans penis. म्हणजेच ग्लान्स पेनिस कशापासून बनलेला आहे? इट इज मेड अप ऑफ कॉर्पस स्पॉन्जियोसम and upper two masses are present in a upper side. Okay, this is the corpora cavernosa and lower mass is called as corpus spongiosum, and this is the glans penis, and this glans penis is covered by the skin fold which is retractable or retractile skin fold. This retractile skin fold is called as prepuce or foreskin, or it is also called as foreskin. Okay, this is the external genital organ. Okay, now see second structure that is external genitalia is called as scrotum. Scrotum is made up of loose skin loose skin, okay, pigmented loose skin. Okay, now see second structure, that is the scrotum, in which both the testes are located. Okay, now this is the scrotum. Is the one testis and this one is the another testis. There is a partition. This is called as scrotum, and this is the testis. Now the scrotum is located just below the we can say pubic region, okay, or lower side of the abdominal cavity. Okay, now the scrotum is made up of loose skin, and particular that skin is pigmented, and the scrotum is made up of certain muscles. Okay, that is the dortus tunic muscles, and these testes are held inside the scrotum with the help of muscle band. That muscle band is called as gubernaculum. Okay, in some cases, now why testes are located in the scrotum, why they are not present in the abdominal cavity? Because for the formation of sperm, or for the formation of sperm, means that is the spermatogenesis requires 2 to 3 degrees centigrade temperature, less temperature, 2 to 3 degrees centigrade less temperature than the body temperature. Okay, for the formation of sperm, for the spermatogenesis, favorable temperature is 2 to 3 degrees centigrade less temperature than the body temperature. म्हणजे एवढ्या टेम्परेचरवर स्पर्मचं फॉर्मेशन होतं आहे, स्पर्मचं काय होतं आहे, फॉर्मेशन होतं आहे. नाव these testes, in case of in certain cases this testis fails to descend into scrotum. Okay, काही वेळेला काय होतं, टेस्टिस डू नॉट डिसेंड इन द स्क्रॉटम, म्हणजे टेस्टिसमध्ये राहत नाही, त्या ॲब्डॉमिनल कॅव्हिटीमध्ये राहतं. ठीक आहे, दिस पर्टिक्युलर इन सर्टन कंडिशन्स और इन सर्टन केसेस टेस्टिस फेल्स टू डिसेंड इन टू स्क्रॉटम. दिस कंडिशन इज कॉल्ड ॲज क्रिप्टोर्चिडिझम. Okay, this is the condition in which that the testis fails to descend into the scrotum. Okay, now these two testes are located in the scrotum because for the formation of sperm it requires the less temperature, 2 to 3 degrees centigrade temperature than the means which is the less temperature than the body temperature. Okay, it requires 2 to 3 degrees centigrade less temperature than the body temperature. That's why, and that temperature is maintained inside the scrotum. Okay, that's why testes are located in the scrotum for the formation of sperms. But that formation, the particular process of formation of sperm is called as spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis. This is regarding the external genitalia. First one is the penis, and second one is the scrotum. Okay. Thank you.